Almost there.
We should be live now, I hope.
Guys.
Hi guys! Let us know if you can see and hear us. But wow, that was a struggle, right? We're like, what is going on? Why isn't it
every
working?
time there's something wrong?
Oh
my god, I got pong in my head.
Oh no. It felt sorry. Just put him somewhere. Yeah, why not? Hi guys.
Guys, can you see and hear us clearly now?
Oh, I guess that the internet is
Hi,
giving us
J-Hook.
issues.
So we are reading comments down here just in case you're wondering why we're looking down. Oh, I see you. I see that you are writing. Great. Oh, I'm so sorry we were a little late.
Yeah, and the thing is that the video is not working right. So, it's so annoying. I'm guessing that since it got, you know, maybe the delay is going to be a little bit heavier on the chat this time. Since the Wi-Fi is like,
Okay, so people are saying that they see us and hear us.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. Woo! I freaked out so hard. I was like, not again. I mean, we always have these tech issues and I'm like, stop.
It's kind of part of our show by now, right?
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
I need a glass of water. Cheers.
Cheers. Just got my
and
coffee.
Hi guys, cheers. I hope you have something great to drink.
Yeah, something warm. Like a nice cup of coffee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I actually forgot I had a coffee here as well.
But you know what? Let's go through the chat from the beginning and see what people are saying. Oh, we have so many like people just joining us. That's so nice. Hi, ladies from Georgia. Love my hobby, says Joyce Flowers. Hello, aww. Joyce. Hi, Eben. Hi, Allison. Hi, Mikkel. J-Hook Crochet is always there with us.
So nice to see
Shout
you
out.
Again. Yeah.
Yes. And yeah. Oh, I'm so happy that this is working now because
boy,
oh boy, was I terrified.
And I see that I'm a little bit in the chat again, but I think it's better. So we actually like grabbed the couch and got it here for our
cozy and knit night.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted it to be like cozier, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, you know what, let's just move the couch from the other corner here and just, you know, lay back and relax.
And I'm so happy we did it right now because my heart is just beating so fast after that.
Yeah. Actually, early while we were setting up and everything, we have a little carpet and I almost flipped on the carpet and I was like, oh my god. Imagine if something happens and we have to cancel today.
Yeah, no.
Oh boy.
Happy to be here, guys. And maybe we should give a little introductions.
Yeah, look, everybody's saying good morning. Susie saying hi from Italy. Fonda saying good morning, all of you. It's so nice to see all of you here. I mean, it's really, really nice.
Oh.
But yeah, speaking about introductions.
Oh.
What do we see?
Hello. So Hamusa is saying hello from Uganda.
Oh, hi,
Hamusa. I see you girls. Well, welcome, Hamusa.
And Joyce is asking if we are going to be teaching knitting every week at this time. Well, I mean, it's not decided yet. It's the first time we're doing it, but you don't know in the future. I mean, we do have some scheduled lives.
Yeah, we do. But I think that those lives are going to be different from each time. But one thing that we actually do have coming up within the next year is a knitting school.
Precisely.
Yeah, with I want to say like maybe 8 to 10 episodes with the basics. But today, Gia's going to teach me and you guys to do a headband.
Yes.
Yeah.
A beautiful headband.
A really beautiful headband. And
in my favorite stitch.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't have a favorite stitch. I like the easiest one, I think, because I cannot knit. It's my first knitting project ever, and I've been so excited to get started today. So is there anyone else out there who is like me and who joined today to try and learn? I would love to know if I'm like the only
Oh, I'm sure you're not. I'm hoping that there's also more beginners out there who are you know, looking forward to learn how to knit, you know. Yeah. I mean, we will be covering the basics, right? The knit stitch, the purl stitch, how to cast on, how to cast off.
Yeah.
And
so that's also, like to start and stop.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. So knitting in general consists of 2 stitches, which is the knit and the purl.
Yeah.
when I say pearl, I always like to think about a pearl, like an actual pearl, like jewelry, because it does like a little bubble. You will see, we will get there and you will see. But yeah, so if you know these 2 stitches, and eventually, you know, when you get to learning how to increase and decrease, then you're good to go. Then you're set up.
That's like
then you can make anything you want.
I actually heard our colleagues just say that at one time. So it's true.
Yeah.
The 2 things is like the basics of knitting.
Cool.
But it is a little confusing that it's called knit and purl. Like it's knit in knitting. That's a bit confusing to me.
Yeah. It's like, what? But I mean, you know, people who invented knitting, they were probably like, yep, we're just going to call it knit.
It's easier.
But I see here that Laura Shelton is saying that she is a beginner and she's looking to do something other than a scarf. So this is, you know, I was also thinking about that, right? Because when I thought about, okay, what should we do? Everybody starts with a scarf. I've started with a scarf. And trust me, for the longest time, I think it was, I don't know, 7-8 years, all I could do was scarves. And it was in garter stitch. So the only thing I would do is just knit stitch, knit stitch, knit stitch, then flip my work, then knit stitch, knit stitch, knit stitch, flip my work. Yeah. It consists basically of just knitting on both sides, the wrong side and the right side.
Well, it's a great way to practice stitch, but it's a big project, right? Doing a whole scarf and just the same stitch. Yeah,
the thing is that when it's just the same thing, it kind of gets a little bit, you know, uninspiring, you know? So when you have a project and you learn new things or new techniques, or if you're knitting a sweater in a special way and it has a different kind of construction, you started differently, or then it gets a little bit more interesting. So
I'm so excited.
I know, I am too, actually.
So what do we have here? Just reading the comments.
Look, Claptrap is saying, can you also do crochet tutorials for free patterns on Hobby's website?
Absolutely. We have some coming up during the next year. So that's definitely something that we are focusing a lot on, and it's super exciting. We have a few already on a YouTube channel, and besides from that, we have the crochet school and we have the playlist with the different crochet techniques. But it's a super good idea.
Camila is telling us that we are blurry. Maybe it's from the camera itself, because it's kind of like, stop being blurry, camera. Stop being blurry. Are we still blurry? I hope it's gonna get less blurry. Boop, boop.
Yeah, let's hope so. Joyce is asking if we could please introduce ourselves, and of course we can.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna start out. My name is Line, and I work here at Hobby in the video team, and I have actually been working at Hobby for oh my god, it's actually 2 years now. That's crazy.
2 years? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
God, me too, actually. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the thing about me is that I love crocheting, but I am very aggressive towards knitting, because I give up every time I try. So I'm so excited to try to learn today. And you are?
I am Jaya. I've been working for her. I don't know how long I've been working here, to be honest. Almost 2 years.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, almost 2 years as well. And I actually started here as a student position, because I was still studying at the time, and I just fell in love, and I could not wait to get done with my studies so I can be here full time. And I work here with Lena, and I also work as a photographer. So bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, so we are colleagues. So
how's the best?
Yeah, well, we are good friends. We like each other.
We do like each other.
So what's going on, guys?
Yes. How are you guys doing today? Did you guys get up a nice cup of coffee or tea? What is your drink? What is your go-to drink when you're knitting or crocheting? Because mine is always coffee.
Yeah, me too, definitely.
I mean, sometimes I do have tea, but that's when maybe I'm like having too much coffee that day. Then I'm like, okay, I should have some tea. But usually it's like coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. I'm like super high on coffee all the time.
Me too. I really don't like tea. I'm not gonna go there. I'll just it's coffee or water.
Oh, so sweet. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we should soon get started with it.
I wonder if the blurriness you can change your settings.
I don't think it's the settings. I think that maybe I'm just thinking. Let us know if we're still blurry, because we're actually trying to use a different camera this time. Because you know the problem with the camera that we have always. Well, we're like, okay, you know what? Let's just use a webcam this time, and I have no idea if it's gonna go well or not. But yeah. Oh, somebody is saying, okay. The replies. Okay, let's see. So Joyce is saying that she goes coffee in the morning and tea in the afternoon.
Great idea.
Lori, iced cinnamon brevet. What is that? I want to try that out. I love cinnamon. Like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I had some friends.
So delicious.
I had some friends that went to Canada a few years back, and they brought me some cinnamon chewing gum. And
gum.
It blew my mind.
Oh
I could not stop
crazy,
eating it. I was just like, but yeah. And then yeah, Camila is saying coffee. And we are still blurry. And then somebody is like, you're not blurry. And then somebody's like, you are blurry. Please decide.
Oh man. Oh, I'm just thinking if it's the quality. If you change it to HD.
Maybe if we change it to HD. I don't know. I guess it's
maybe they can try. Guys, can you try to go to the settings of your like display and put it to the highest quality? I don't know if it will change the blurriness. That's some
maybe it is also, it could be the Wi-Fi as well. Maybe it's like not working in our favor today.
Oh man.
But yeah, Pills is saying coffee and tea.
Yeah.
Coffee light and sweet coffee. Yes. But yes, you were saying.
I totally forgot what I was saying.
I don't know, but we have a lot of we have one exciting news today. It's about a new yarn that we have.
Oh.
So we're gonna get there as well. But do you guys have everything you need to start? Your knitting headband thingy. Because you need, you need
what
your
do
yarn.
We need, actually?
You need the yarn that you want to make it in.
So any yarn.
Obviously chunkier better, right? Because you want to see the results a little faster.
Yeah, so it's quicker.
Yeah, precisely. So this is why we're actually going to be using Molly, but we're going to get there. And then you also need a needle. So needles that fit the gauge of that skein.
Yeah.
So when you precisely. Yeah. So when you look at the skein on the label on the skein, you will see that it tells you what kind of needles you need for it. So you better make sure that the needles fit, because otherwise, it can get a little hard the first time.
Yeah.
But get it ready. Get your little needles and your yarn ready, because we will begin as soon as possible. Whenever you guys are like, yes, check, let's get going. I will turn on the second camera and we will get to it.
There.
I will try.
I'm so scared.
So the plan is that we're using a webcam now, because we don't want to have the same issue as always where our camera dies, and then we're trying to use that camera to have a nice overview, like a second view over what I'm gonna be knitting.
Okay, I think this is the best quality we're gonna get today, guys, so thank you for being really
but can you guys at least hear us well?
Yeah, I think
because that's important.
Yeah. Okay, Gia, I think we should. I'm so excited. Let's get started.
You want to get started?
I think we should get started.
Should I show you straight away, or should I first show it on the webcam and then show you? You can keep an eye on the chat while I do that. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Will you do that?
I will do that.
All right, let's see.
I'm on chat duty down here.
Chat duty. There we go. I'm just gonna get close here because I need to be using the computer.
J-Hook is ready. That's great.
I'm also ready. I'm really ready for this.
And Shelly has water and juice and milk.
Water and juice and milk. Okay, we go technique. Oh boy, we are struggling as always. I mean, I'm at that point in life where I'm kind of trying my best. Let's see if it works out. Well,
no.
Doesn't seem like it want to.
No.
I guess today is not our day, man.
It's definitely not our day today. So Else is saying hello from the Netherlands. Hello and welcome. We are currently trying to get our camera to work. Oh man.
Okay, I'm gonna try it out.
Ooh!
Wow!
Guys, it happened.
I did. I turned it on. You know, we have this really, really bad cable, and I'm like struggling so many times to get it to work. But Lena, go ahead and read the chat while I prepare all of that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We're getting some great laughing smileys from Lori, which is cool because you are right.
Oh boy.
While you were doing that, I think that I actually want to talk a little bit about another kind of project that we started last time, which is finding a name for our show or our live videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys came up with some really great suggestions, and I wrote them down. So if you guys
try to continue.
Yeah. So if you guys can continue to.
Yes, it's here.
Sorry, I was just reading the comments. If you guys can continue to come up with good ideas for the name. Our original idea was Crochat.
Crochet and knitlax. That's the best name, I'm telling you.
And then last time we got some really great ones. We had Hobby Cafe, Hobby Session, and we had the Chat, Hook, Needle, Go, which is also kind of cool. Naughty Chat, which is like kind of great.
It's naughty.
Yeah, not naughty. Naughty.
Yeah.
Right?
By the way, we have some cookies.
Yeah.
Do you want a cookie?
No, thank you.
We'll save it for later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need them.
Then we have Hobby Happy Hour, because who doesn't want to be happy for an hour? Right?
I love that one.
Then there is Thread the Chat.
Uh-huh.
Natter and Chatter.
Wow.
That's good. Get Together, Yarn Forever.
Oh, BB is saying if I knitted this beer bee, if I knitted the sweater myself.
Yeah.
Actually, it is one of our new patterns. It's called Christy, and I wish I actually can show you if I switch to the technique one. You can actually see it is made in moss stitch. I'm just having like full moss stitch.
Did you plan that?
I did actually.
Oh man, so sneaky.
I really did. So it's a beautiful sweater.
The camera.
What? The camera is off. What camera?
Oh, it was just here.
Yeah, it's because I was testing things out, and it's a little bit delayed on ours. So, but yeah.
And then we actually have a question as well. J-Hook is asking what yarn we'll be using.
We'll be using Molly.
Molly yarn.
She can see it in a second.
Yeah, it's really great chunky yarn that goes fast, and I have high hopes for it for my first project here. But as Gia said, you can use any yarn you want to, as long as you get a needle that matches that.
Okay, so this is a little bit too bright right now, but bear with me. All right, so this is Molly. Molly is one of my favorite yarns. I've said that ages ago, and I keep saying it because you guys need to try this 100% wool. It is so beautiful. I love it. Lena picked the blue color, so this is going to be Lena's skein, and I obviously picked pink. Surprise. Surprise, surprise. But I mean, look at this. This is squishy. This is so squishy. I wish you could see how squishy this is, because I just want to like eat it. It's like candy floss. I hope you can see it. It's very beautifully spun, and it's just, I love this. So I actually went on ahead and I did a tiny little swatch. So you're going to see how it's going to look, our little headband. And a little bit about the construction. We're going to be doing this today. Hopefully all of us. And you see it has a nice little edge here on the side, because we're actually slipping the first stitch knitwise, but I'm gonna get there. Don't freak out. It's actually super easy to do this.
So Sheena is asking, is it soft or scratchy?
It is very soft. It's the kind of wool that I would probably wear it on my skin, like bare skin. It can get a little bit like, it depends how, how tolerant you are. I'm quite sensitive, So obviously it's not, you know, baby merino type of soft, but it is a very soft wool. It's super soft, I would say.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So there it is, Molly, and this is what we're going to be doing. But I actually have to frog this if I'm going to show you guys. But I wanted to, you know, before I frogged it, because I wanted to test it out, I definitely needed to show you these little bumps. This is what I was talking about when I was saying purl stitch. You see it here? It's like it's little pearls. It's beautiful.
All right, so while you frog that, maybe you can just switch the camera back to your co-host, which is me.
Wow, wow. Cheeky, cheeky, wow, wow. There you go.
Because I think we got some good suggestions here for names. Can I touch this screen?
Yes, you can touch that screen. But I mean, I think that we're pretty delayed.
Yeah.
Because by the time I sat down, that's when we saw that I switched to the camera.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just fine. We're just super delayed because of all the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That's been acting up lately here at the office.
So Amy is suggesting a cozy corner with Gia and Line, which is really good actually. I like that.
Cozy corner.
And people still like the Hubie happy hour, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
yeah, and J-Hook is asking if Amigo Chunky is a good substitute if we want to use acrylic.
Definitely.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean,
Definitely.
I'm not the expert, but
I would say definitely.
Yeah.
And what's the gauge on the chunky? We do have it somewhere behind, but I don't know where.
I think it's down.
Yeah,
under us.
I think it is under us. But I think that's a 7mm needle.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Or is it a 6?
No, it's 7.
It's
I
7.
use 7.
Yeah.
For
well,
the chunky.
This one is a 10mm, but we're actually going to use 8.
Yeah.
Because I'm scared that... Because you told me that when you crochet, sometimes you are very, like, kind of on the loose side.
Mm.
So...
Yeah, and definitely... Or actually what I meant was the times that I've tried to knit.
Yeah.
It has been very loose. It has been like... Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'm a very loose knitter.
So I took that in consideration. I said, you know what? Instead of using 10mm, we're just gonna go ahead and use 8.
Yeah.
Hopefully you won't be as you know, loose.
Yes.
It's so annoying that the quality is so sketchy.
So should we get started?
We should get started, I think. We should get started because I frogged this up, and yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, Lena, I'm just gonna go here and move back to our technique camera.
Can I get my needles in the meantime?
Yes, you can.
I can just.
So actually, we're using the Knitpro needles. I've chosen smaller ones for Lena, the 25mm length ones, and I'm just gonna use regular 30mm needles. So here you go, Lena.
Thank you.
Yes. And obviously this is all that I frogged. By the way, I have here 2 tapestry needles. We will be using these when we're gonna sew up and, you know, assemble our little headband. So we're gonna start off with casting on. Now there's 2 ways of casting on, and I mean, I'm still struggling a bit, thinking, should I show you the long tail cast on, or should I show you like a super easy cast on? What would you prefer?
Super easy cast on.
Super easy cast on.
The easiest.
This is a super easy cast on, okay? So what you would do is, normally on when you would do the long tail cast on, you know, you should divide equally the parts that you're going to be using, and then do a slip knot somewhere here, you know. But this is the great thing with the super easy cast on. You just start at the end of your tip here, make a little slip knot, skabada boom, insert your needle inside the slip knot. By the way, I hope you guys know how to make a slip knot. If not, I'm totally going to show you how to make a slip knot. The way I do it is, I take my yarn like this, I flip it like this, and I put my finger through it, So the yarn is like this. I twist it like this, put my 2 fingers through it like that, and then I catch on the long tail here and I pull it through. Bloop.
Yeah.
I hope you guys can see.
I have a question.
Yes.
Your working yarn, like the
length, the long one. Yeah.
What I actually mean is, in which side do you have the little tail?
The little tail should go
away from you or closest to you?
It should go away from you. It should be in the back here.
Okay, so I have, as in the front, I have the long working yarn.
The working yarn, yeah, exactly. Okay. All right.
Cool.
So we've casted on the first stitch. And then...
Is it gonna... Do we need to tighten it? Should it be tight
It should be quite loose. Okay, it should be loose enough to, you know, kind of flow on your needle. You see, it's not tight at all. It's quite flowy.
Yeah.
And then usually, and I'm just going to show this very quick, if you do a long tail cast on, you'll be like blah 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 blah. But this time you will only literally take the yarn like you have it here and make a loop.
How do you place that in your hands? What are you doing with your hands?
I'm grabbing the yarn in my hand like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm pulling it over my thumb here.
Yeah.
And over my index here.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
And then I'm putting it like this.
Yeah.
And I pull.
Oh!
Huh?
That was easy!
Huh?
So that's 1.
That is 2.
Oh, so the first one there, it counts.
That counts as 1 as well.
Okay.
So we're going to do that again. So wait, the thumb.
Wait.
I wait.
What?
Over the thumb.
Yeah?
Yeah. Over the index.
Yeah.
And then in here.
Yeah.
And you pull again.
Ooh, 3.
So basically what you're doing is just flipping it, making a little loop yourself. Like this. Maybe I can come a little closer. And then you put your needle through it.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, I get it now. How many should we cast on?
We're going to be casting on 9. So that's very easy. All right, so we're going to do that again. Pull it over your index and just bloop. So now we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's it.
And so if people are sitting with another maybe we can switch to camera real quick.
Yeah.
So if people are sitting with by the way, I did it. If people are sitting with a different yarn, how do they still do this? Because they shouldn't be doing the same amount as us, right?
They shouldn't be doing. We're doing 9. We're doing 9 stitches because this yarn is very chunky. But you should look at the gauge on your yarn label, and the gauge should let you know, okay, if I do 20 stitches, then I'm gonna get 10 centimeters. Or the gauge should show you if I'm doing 20 stitches, then I have 10 centimeters. So you should follow the gauge on your label.
But how what is this? Is this the width of the headband, or?
Yeah.
So they can just do it as wide as they want the headband?
Oh yes, you can go super wide if you feel like it. We're just gonna be doing 9 stitches because that's what we've been doing. That's what the pattern initially says. And by the way, we are kind of following a pattern that's called Mount Elbert.
Yes.
And you can find it and download it for free on our website.
Yeah, and there's
Mount Elbert
link in the description.
Yeah, there's a link in the description box. But nonetheless, we're doing 9 because that's what we want to do.
Okay. Then there's a question from J-Hook asking, what is the multiple of the stitch in case we want to make it wider?
the multiple of the stitch? Well, I actually don't know. I actually don't know.
2.
Is it 2? Oh, the multiple of the stitch. Oh my god, I'm like this is 2. Okay, so we're actually doing in pair number, so 9 stitches or 11 or 13 or 15 or 17, because the moss stitch has to have a purl over knit, so when you flip it around you have to knit over the purl and knit over the purl. So yeah. Yes. So it is that. I hope it makes sense. Oh, hello Maricela. Maricela just joined us. Hello. So should we switch back and show more techniques?
Do it. I'm just gonna read a question real quick.
Yeah.
Claptrap is asking because she's saying that she doesn't have needles because she's just starting out learning to crochet, and she's hoping that there will be tutorials for patterns that she wants to make so that she can compare it with the written one and learn to read it. And that makes a lot of sense. It's a great idea. And as I said a little earlier, we are working on making even more pattern videos, both in crochet and knitting. So it will be coming up.
Yeah, precisely. And yeah, J-Hook is just saying now, so the cast on should be an uneven number. That is correct. It should be uneven because we're doing the moss stitch.
Yeah.
So it should be 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on.
Yep. Okay, I'm ready to continue. What are we doing now?
To continue?
Yeah.
All right, so in the pattern, so the pattern tells us that we will have to, I'm actually going to cut this a little shorter because it's very long and it's kind of annoying me. Oop, there we go.
Did you borrow my scissor?
I actually did. I'm sorry. I didn't even ask you.
It's okay. I thought that looks very familiar.
So this is what we have going on right now.
Yeah.
And what we do now is obviously we flip our side. We flip our needle.
Oh, yeah.
So from this to this. Yes. And this is when needle number 2 comes in hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have your yarn there and on the right side.
Yeah. So you have your yarn now basically behind. You see how it does? Yeah, behind like that. All right. Now what we're going to be doing is we are going to knit this stitch, purl this one, knit this one, purl this one, knit, purl, and knit. So we are starting with a knit stitch and we're ending with a knit stitch. And now, this pattern, if we wanted that pretty little edge that we saw in the swatch that I showed at the beginning, this first stitch is gonna be slipped. So slipping a stitch will just give you a nice edge, and don't worry, it's not gonna be too scary. So what you want to do is you want to insert your needle. Oh, and before that, I just want to show you one thing that you have to understand. This is so you see the loop of the whole stitch is making a circle like this.
Yeah. This
is the back side of the loop.
Yeah.
And this is the front side of the loop.
Yeah.
So the way you slip knitwise is you insert your needle in the back loop like this.
Yeah.
And then you simply slip it off.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's scary, I know.
Okay.
But because in this case we've done a very, very easy you see here, usually you don't don't panic. Don't panic. Usually when you do the long tail cast on, it's a little bit easier to do this technique. But now we're going to go back and we're going to put it on the needle. So put back that stitch that you pulled off.
How? And why?
Well, because the reason why you have to do that is because this first row, we're just going to have to do it the way we always do it. So we have to knit and purl and knit and purl because this casting on is not as secure as the other one.
Okay, so we're not going to slip on.
So in this case, we're not going to slip on. But if you're doing the long tail cast on, you will slip.
Okay, but how do I put it back without ruining it?
Well, the way you put it back without ruining is like this. Bloop. So you have it out like this.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
And you basically insert this needle into the loop here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I got it.
I got it
back on.
Okay. So now we're gonna initially just knit this first stitch, okay?
Okay.
So the way we do that is we're gonna insert our needle through the front of the loop like this.
I didn't see.
I'm gonna show you again.
The front, okay, yeah, the front of the loop.
Yeah.
The front here, yeah?
The front. Insert it like this. And then we're gonna take our yarn like this.
Oh.
I can show you again. So you insert your needle through the front loop and you catch your working yarn. You catch it, and what you have to do is you have to pull it through that loop.
Yeah, I got it.
And then you can slip off this stitch.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you got that?
Yeah.
Did it work right?
I think so.
That looks good to me.
Cool.
And now the next stitch, we're gonna purl this one.
Oh.
So your yarn needs to go in front. So your working yarn needs to go in front of your work. Everybody has different ways of purling, and actually there is description in our description box. There are 3 techniques how to purl, but the way I do it, which is I think the easiest way, but of course maybe it doesn't apply to you all, is once again you insert your needle
in the front loop,
facing towards you like this.
Yeah. In
the front loop.
Yeah.
And then what I do is I wrap my yarn. Oop, I'm not showing it right. So you insert your needle through the front loop. You wrap your yarn around it. Like your working yarn has to go around it. And I actually help myself with my finger and I hold it down here. You see, I pull it downwards so that I can pull it through the loop. Like that.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
I have no idea.
Well, I will check it once once I show this, I will check it once we did the first row, okay?
Okay, so how's it going, guys? Are you following along here?
Tell us if I should show something again, okay?
Yeah.
So let's the next stitch is gonna be a knitted stitch.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take our needle and we're gonna insert it facing far, like not towards us, so not this way, but this way.
Away, yeah.
Yeah. Through the back loop like this. Oop, sorry. Like this. Pull the yarn through. And yeah, it's a little hard. The first row that you do is always so difficult.
Oh, so Sheena is saying she's just watching for now and then she'll go back later to try when I can pause and rewind. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And that's pretty smart, actually.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's our... Okay. Did you manage to knit that one?
Yeah.
Okay, and now we're going to purl it. So we're going to insert the needle
so the yarn in front.
Yeah, yarn in front.
And then down into the hole.
Yes, it's called the loop.
The loop.
So the yarn has to go in front of you like this. So not behind like that.
Yeah.
But in front like this. Insert your needle through the loop. Wait, I'm like struggling here a little bit. There we go. And then yarn over this needle.
Yeah.
And you pull this needle through this loop like this.
Yeah.
And slip it off.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Next stitch is a knit stitch. But I mean, yeah, let's just continue doing that. So a knit stitch now. So knitting stitch is basically take your needle through the loop, pointing not towards you but far away from you, or what do you call it? The opposite direction. Yes, precisely like that. Yarn over. and pulling that strand that we pulled inside the loop.
I feel like I'm using 1, 2, 3, 6 fingers for this.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult the first time you're doing it. So we're gonna do yarn in front of you. So yarn facing you now, the working yarn.
Yeah.
Put your needle through the loop.
Dip the needle in the hole.
Yarn over the working yarn over. See how I hold it downwards with my index?
Yeah, that's pretty.
That's pretty like easy.
Yeah.
And then you just pull it through.
Wait. Oh,
yeah,
man.
precisely.
I might have split the yarn, but
yeah, it happens because it's wool. So okay, next stitch is a knit stitch. So insert your needle through the loop.
Dip under.
Yes. Yarn over. Oh. And let me see if I can get a little closer here.
I poked myself really hard. Woo!
So you see here when you look at the screen how the knitted stitch goes kind of like under this stitch. That's we're gonna get to that eventually. That's a pretty oh, somebody's saying continental knitting. That's great if you want to learn this now, because yeah, I'm a continental knitter. I actually, it's funny because I only discovered that very recently. All right, let's see. So the last stitch we've made was a knit stitch, and the way we can see that is because our loop here, our little loop, is under this yarn. But you will get so put your yarn, your working yarn, in front, because the next stitch is a purl stitch.
Oh,
yes. And insert your needle inside the loop like this. Yarn over. And as I said, I help myself with my thumb. That's just the way I do it. You don't have to do it that way. There's a link to 3 ways on how to do this, how to do the purl stitch. But I pull down on this yarn, on the working yarn here, and then yeah. And the last stitch is a knit stitch. So we're gonna knit that. Insert your needle through the loop like this.
Oh, that's a little tricky. It wants to come off.
Yeah, it does actually. So let me just show that again. So the last stitch is here. There we go.
Ugh, I don't know, man, if this is...
I'm sure you're gonna do great. I'm gonna check in just a second. I am so excited to sit down.
Oh yeah, you're standing.
I'm standing now.
Yeah, and so we're just knitting the last one, right?
Yeah, you're knit the last one.
Woo!
There we go. That's our first little row.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay. If you want, we can change the camera and you can sit down for a few seconds.
I need to check on what you've done, so yeah.
Yeah. Well.
There we go. Let's see.
First of all, I don't think I've ever had such a concentrated face. I was like...
Let me see what you've done. Oh my god, Line. I'm very impressed. It looks better than mine.
No.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does, actually.
You have to see this. Look at this. We have a prodigy here.
Oh, man.
Look at this. It looks so nice. You can really see the stitches. You're going to get to the point where you can really see the stitches. That looks better than mine. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to say it looks better than mine because I had to just keep going backwards and forwards and like showing and stuff. So, yes.
All right.
Yes. But yeah, that is our work so far.
Great.
There you go.
I'm gonna have a sip of drink.
I need coffee. But yeah, I'm gonna actually show that again when we get to the second row.
So Fatima is saying hi, how are you guys? Well, thank you for asking. First of all, we are doing really great. I'm feeling super empowered and kind of badass because I just did my first row.
That's so cute.
Of moss stitch.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing a little headband.
Yeah.
And it's going to be quite easy. We're using Moonwalk Yarn. You can find it on our website.
Yeah.
It's a very thick yarn. And yeah. Let's see what the chat says here. Ha ha ha. Pill's saying that she taught herself continental knitting through YouTube.
Ooh.
And I mean, YouTube is such a great platform, right? Because you can just learn so many things. And, you know, kudos to you, because I feel like learning a new style of knitting is so, you know, it's kind of like you already know how to ride a bicycle, then you're trying to like ride it differently.
I could totally imagine.
So, yes, hello from UK.
Wow.
Mayara is here. Love the channel, just learning crochet with your videos.
I see my mom. My mom is commenting now that maybe this could be a Christmas present for her. Well, let's see how it turns out first. Oh no, you're gonna get it. You'll get it, no matter how it turns out.
Didn't you do that all the time? Didn't you do that all the time with your mom? Like, you would just, the crochet thing is to just give her, even though they were not like perfect. You know?
Man, yeah.
That's the thing with moms. They tolerate, you know.
Yeah. And
they understand.
What are they doing with the things we make? Because a lot of it I never seen again. So, but it's fair if she throws it out, you know. But I actually did that.
She's saying Christmas present.
Yeah. That's my mom.
That's a long time until Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Sophie. She's saying, I love cozy knitting Sundays. So lovely seeing you too. Well, we're really happy to see you there. Oh, Lori says, hi, Mom. Oh, and Camila is saying that she will make sure that
I will remember. To do it. Great, great, great.
Should we continue a little bit?
Yeah, let's try to do the second row, and I think then maybe we can try a little bit on our own.
Do you want to try on your own? Do you want me to still show
one more? I think one more row with help would be nice, at least for me.
I think so as well. Just checking something here. All right. So let's move on to the technique again. Oh, and before that, we have here, where is it? Sophia is saying, do you know where I can get inexpensive yarn? Oh girl, we got so much inexpensive yarn on our website, right? We got offers all the time, and you can always find something that you will fall in love with. Yeah. And so many new yarns coming up. All right. So we've done our first row here. Bada bing, bada boom. And like I said, now you pull your yarn in the back like this. I'm actually thinking I'm wrong. Am I wrong? I just have to check something. Yeah, I was wrong. It's because we're gonna slip the first stitch. Okay, so with the yarn facing you, and that's because the second stitch that we're gonna do is a purl stitch. So with the yarn facing your way, you're going to take your needle and you're going to insert it through the back loop.
Oh, wait, we're purling on top of knit.
Yes. Yeah. But this one, we're basically going to slip. Wait. I'm waiting. You didn't see. I'm going to show you. So you insert your needle through the back loop of your first stitch. You're gonna get there. It's just a little delayed.
Okay, yeah.
And we're just gonna pull that out.
Oh, okay. So we're just slipping one right now.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And I will show you how to distinguish between the two stitches, but for now, we are just going to go ahead and knit a few rows before you can actually see it. So the next stitch that we have to do is a purl stitch, because we are knitting a moss stitch, and this stitch is a knit stitch on this side. So we're just gonna purl this one. So purl that stitch like so. And then this is a purl stitch in itself, but we're gonna knit it. So we're gonna knit that stitch like so. Yes. You're getting there.
I won't be having any skin left on my fingers after this.
That's because you have to just relax your hands a little bit. It's always like pretty hard at first.
So I forgot, where did we come to? I have 3 stitches on my right hook. You have 2. So what?
No, I have 3 stitches as well. And now the next step will be a purl stitch, because this is a knit stitch. the fourth stitch on our needle is a on this side is a knit stitch. So we're gonna purl it. Purly, purly, purl. There we go. And then the next one we will knit because it is a purl stitch. So we will knit it. It's a little bit confusing at first, but I promise to you, just do a few rows and it will start showing and things will be pretty
yeah, I think for me it's easier just to know where to start and then be like knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl.
Precisely.
But
knit,
I
purl.
lost it. I know what to do now. I
will...
forgot.
Okay.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches on my right hook.
All right, then your next stitch will be a knit stitch.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm wrong. It's a purl stitch. Sorry, Line.
Oh, I already did it. How do I get it back?
I will show you in a second. All right, so this is a purl stitch, so I'm going to knit it. There we go. And then this is a purl stitch here. And the last one is a knit stitch. We always have to end up with the knit stitch. We're just going to repeat the whole process. All right, let me just put that down and give Lena some help. I'm going to switch back to our little faces. There we go. Let's see. What did you do, Lena?
I did the wrong stitch.
Did you really?
Yep, you told me to do a certain stitch and I was too fast to do it before realizing that it was wrong, right?
Yeah, but what you need to do now is basically, you see this little loop here? If you go like this through it, you can go back.
Okay.
I'm actually also going to show that.
Yeah, I think that
because I think that's pretty neat to see. So what Lena had here was that she accidentally did another knit stitch. So see, this is a knit stitch. And she accidentally did, and well, I told her to accidentally do another knit stitch. So she would have 2 knit stitches and that's incorrect. But the way you can go back, instead of frogging the whole thing, is simply finding the little stitch hole right there and just placing the needle through it. And then...
oh, it looks dangerous.
It is pretty dangerous, but you got it. So
okay.
Now you would have to purl this stitch.
Yeah.
Purly purl. There you go. I can't help it. I can't help but doing it myself.
Purly?
I'm sorry.
So you just purl to now knit?
Yeah. So basically always follow the same. It's a knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit. And then when you flip your work, you do the same thing. You start with a knit and you end with a knit. It's pretty easy. You got it? Oh, I love how you're like, oh.
So I'm ending with a knit.
Yes, yes, yes. Come on, you got it.
Ow.
I think what you need to do is just
relax.
Air a little bit your hands. Yeah, relax a little bit. Push the needle a little bit more through than just working with the tips. Let's see. Oh, Tree Birds Home says, hello girls, I'm learning knitting and you're both doing great. Great teaching and great example of how learning knitting feels. Scary but exciting. You'll get there. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Precisely. Thank you so much. And bye, Joyce. Joyce is saying that she has some things to do, so she will be watching us later on YouTube. Bye, Joyce. Thank you for joining us, and it's always such a pleasure to see you here with us. It really like warms my heart, and I'm starting to like know a few of you, and I'm like,
it's really nice.
So that's really sweet. Hello, Olivia, and welcome. Oh, Lori's saying that she's gonna find a quiet corner to hide and try to knit, right? Isn't that what we always do? We just find a secret corner and we just knit there
and hope no one will talk to us for the few hours, or I don't know how long we'll be doing it, so that
it's the worst thing, like counting your stitches. And you know, we I think that we always say this all the time, just count your stitches, and it's just stop talking to me. Stop talking to me.
By the way, I'm pretty sure I just had a sip of yarn. I think there was a big fluff in my coffee.
No!
So here we at OB we also drink yarn.
God, that is so true. Yeah, sometimes
The fluff is everywhere. Great. So we're simply just gonna be competing. We're not competing.
We're not competing.
Repeating, right? Those things.
Yes, precisely.
So I'm just gonna.
So you want me to show you a little bit more?
No.
No?
Just show me what to do with the slipping off.
So slipping off, I'm just going to show you here. On the loop, you insert your needle.
Yarn in front.
Yeah, the yarn is going to be in front of you.
Does that matter?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you insert your needle through the back loop.
Oh, I did it wrong the last time.
It's okay.
Okay, yeah.
And then you just pull it off.
Pull it off.
Yes. Yeah. And now the next stitch that we have to do
purl
is a purl. Precisely.
Yeah, I got it.
So we're just gonna purl that. Remember, just relax your hands. It's okay if it's a little loose.
Oh yeah, I feel it. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like super tight. You don't have to knit with the tips. You have to knit with the whole needle if you can. No, not really, but it depends. But you know what I mean, right?
Bye, Lori.
Bye, Lori, honey. Mwah! And see you next time. Oh, J Hook said some fibers with your coffee. Very healthy.
Very healthy.
Yep.
Well, that's true.
Okay, so what would be the next stitch? Do you know?
Knit. I counted from
precisely.
That was actually a good trick to just count from the bottom. I know that it always has to end with knit, right? So knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit is the next one. Oh my god, I just made that up. That was...
You just learned a new technique. So yeah, so basically
what?
you're
I
just...
forgot what I said. Knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit. That's my problem. I like my memory is gone.
Yeah. No, but the thing is that you have to focus a lot when you do moss stitch, I think. Because if you, you know, if you don't keep track, then you're kind of like, oopsie. I know when I'm watching TV and if I'm knitting something and stuck in it, I can just knit and just watch TV and be very comfortable. But if it's moss stitch, I always have to look down and be like, am I doing it right?
Something is wrong. Look at it. Something's wrong.
Something's not wrong, honey.
Look at that. They are like the same. It's not.
What did you do? That's perfect.
It's right.
Did you knit? You purled? You knit? You purled? Did you purl this one or knit? You purled it. And then you knit? Yes. And then purl. Come on. You got it.
All right. We have comments. We have one comment. Lovely ladies. Thank you. Aww. Thank you.
But yeah. Oh, that's so nice. Lori saying that she's raising 2 grandsons. So she has to leave because she has to make pancakes and scrambled eggs.
Oh my god, that sounds so delicious.
I'm like, please put that in my mouth now. I just want to eat scrambled eggs and bacon and pancakes and... You almost got it there. I just see Lena knitting like this. Like
it's like when you just get your driver's license, you sit like this in the car with the face.
And that's so dangerous.
It's so good though.
Oh boy. So the first stitch that you always do is a knit stitch. And you have to end with a knit stitch too.
Yeah.
And in between you do purls.
And I think that the purl stitches are super hard.
Yes, they are. This is why I made this this new technique up, right? Where I'm kind of what do you call it? Where I'm kind of like helping myself with my thumb downwards.
Yeah.
Because boy, oh boy, was that difficult for me.
That feels very natural, actually.
Right? You just want to help yourself and just pull down.
All right, so J-Hook is asking us to tell them about the new yarn, and I agree. Let's get to that.
Should we do it?
Yeah, I cannot wait anymore.
But I think you should go a little bit more because look, you're doing really great.
Yeah?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
So the new yarn that we have coming up is was released when?
I think Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah, I think so.
And I mean, it's a really soft yarn.
It is. It's so gorgeous.
And there's a lot of colors too.
Yeah.
For some, I think we're releasing 2, 4, like 30 colors, something like that.
I don't know about
20,
the colors.
30 colors.
I just know that on the US side, it's 32% off.
What?
That's what I know. Yeah, it is. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I love that we can do that, you know.
And I also know that it's a worsted weight yarn.
Ooh.
Can anyone guess what it is? Oh, another clue. It starts with a Z. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, like a Z from zebra.
Zebra.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait a second. Because not to run away from the new yarn, but Pills Gaming saying that she purls the exact same way.
Yeah.
And I think that I've never met anybody that purls that way. So
really?
You are my soulmate. You are my soulmate.
I actually think that we both have a colleague named Johanna who was trying to teach me how to knit a year ago, and she does it that way as well.
No, she doesn't.
Well, she taught me, tried to
really?
teach me.
Yeah. Because I saw how Johanna, she's probably maybe watching. I hope she is. Hello, Johanna, if you are. But
well, maybe I'm wrong.
She purls like the nice way, you know, the super professional way, like bam, 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 bam. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what you're doing there, but it looks very exotic.
Oh,
but she purls in a very fancy way.
Maybe it was a dream I had. Who knows?
Or maybe she changed, or maybe she showed you how to purl that way because she knew that it was easier.
I feel like it doesn't look right, does it?
Yeah, it does, baby. You just have to let's see. Yes, it does. Okay. It looks super well. Look at this. If you look at it this way, you can see the purl stitch there, purl stitch there, purl stitch there, purl stitch there. Yeah, it was correct.
Oh, okay.
It was correct.
Okay.
Yeah, purl stitch there. Yeah, you're doing super well.
I'm gonna need a glass of water. But let's see, what are we having here? Thomas is saying
that he created a pattern.
Wow.
He designed a pattern
for a school project.
And
he used the Migo Chunky. It's a lovely cushion cover. Wow!
Oh my god,
I would love to see that.
I think that that's a pretty, like, what kind of school you're going for? Because you said it's a school project.
Yeah.
Is it for like university or something? Because I know that you made something for your school
project.
project.
Yeah, that's right. That's how I got started.
That's how you got started with crocheting, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, somebody Tree Bird's Home saying that you need tension on the yarn so you can hold it tight enough to pass it through.
Yeah, I think that's maybe where it goes wrong because I'm working with my elbows.
Yeah, you're like but you just need to, like, you know, the way I do it is I simply
I see that you, like, kind of when I crochet I also have that extra wrap in terms of holding the tension. Yeah.
But should we show them the new beautiful yarn?
Yeah, we should.
I'm all for it. Should I show it on the second camera? So that they can see it?
Yes, let's do that. Guys, let us introduce a new yarn.
A new baby.
A brand new yarn.
A new baby. A new baby.
A new baby. It's called Zafira. Do you have a specific color you would like to choose, dear?
Well, I don't know. Guess. Perhaps pink?
I was about to say this one. This color right here. This gorgeous.
Okay. Here we go.
Take this one.
Let's see. Okay. There we go. Okay. Drum roll, please. You can give me several more. Okay. Oh my god, that's so beautiful. Okay, give me another color. Give me another color because this is like, ooh, it's coming. Ooh, it's coming. Oh my god, I absolutely love these colors. These are so nice. Okay, are you guys ready? This is our new baby called Zafira. 55% cotton, 27% wool, and a little bit of acrylic. So this is it. I'm actually gonna pull this super beautiful purple that Lena showed me.
You can really see it there.
You can really see it. Like, you can really see it. It is super squishy, very wearable on your skin. So this would make perfect for a sweater, I think, because it's also super light.
So J-Hook is saying that she just ordered this yarn 2 days ago and
Seriously?
It looks great on camera. Yeah, and I think you're absolutely right. I think it was actually released or launched Thursday or something like that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It is completely
Can I see more
new.
colors? Can I see more colors?
Maybe you can take the one of the...
Oh, and I love these pinks so much. Yeah, there's a lighter one and there's a little bit one that's darker.
This
looks
yellow,
almost the same.
I feel is gonna be a complete great summer color. It's more like canary.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yellow. It's really beautiful in real life.
It's a very light yarn.
Yeah. Oh,
it's super light.
Beautiful.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's so light and pretty. Can you tell us a little bit more about this yarn, Lena, or are you planning on using it? What do you think? Because I could totally see myself making a sweater out of this, or maybe like a vest. Yeah. Because it's so soft, and maybe I would add some more hair to it, so have like that kind of halo. Because you see, it has a small, tiny bit of a halo. Yeah. On the edge, you see it like that little fluff to it.
I think what I really like about it is, first of all, it is super like very wearable. It doesn't itch. Is what I'm trying to say, right?
No, and, not at all.
The texture is so rich from, you know, the color play in the yarn. I love that.
I just need to
and the fact that it is a little thicker, you know, that it's not a thin yarn.
No, it's a I mean, it says here that it's needle size 5.5. So yeah, it is not so old. 6mm hook.
Yeah, that's nice. So J-Hook is saying she just exposed herself because she lurks on the website every morning looking for new yarns.
Really?
We love that.
Oh boy.
What a great idea. I'm gonna take a little mint here. Is that okay?
That's very much delicious. Okay. I'm so excited to eat some cookies.
Oh yeah. Dig in.
All right. Well, this was it for Zafira. I hope you guys love this yarn, and I hope you try it out, because I'm excited to see the patterns that our designers are going to make with it, because I think it's going to be a really, really great spring to summer yarn. It is so soft and it's so fluffy. Let me try and get a little closer so you see the fiber of the thread. So it's just, oh, I love it. All right, and then back to, here we go. I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit and put them on the side, because I need this space to show you guys how to continue. So yeah, that was it for Zafira.
Yeah, Jacinta is asking a question, and I'm not sure how. I don't understand 100%.
Yeah.
On camera it looks like it's a Shinette yarn. Shinette?
It's a Shinette yarn. Yeah, it is. It's actually correct. It's not a trick. So it's basically the cotton thread that is inside. It kind of looks like a chain, you know, the way it's constructed.
Ah, yeah. And then, that's true.
Yeah, and then the wool and the acrylic is like spun to it.
Yeah.
So it has that glowy effect. But yeah, it is a chainette yarn. Shinette yarn. But yeah, should we continue with our knitting?
Yeah.
You need to at least have like a little chunk done.
I was also just looking at the time.
Oh, we have.
This happens every time.
I know. And you know what? I was just thinking to myself, does it make sense to actually start on a, not a big project because it's very small, but I was thinking, I hope we have time to finish this headband.
We're not going to have time to finish it.
But I mean, we can continue next time.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of next time, our next live is gonna be in 2 weeks. So it's gonna be a Sunday again, I think.
Yeah.
And or I know.
You know, it is on a Sunday again.
So 2 weeks from now, at 10 a.m.
Yes.
As well. And it's gonna be about sharing our best tips for better, smarter, quicker, better looking ways of working with crochet and knitting. So it's going to be the best hacks that we can find, and we're going to go around asking all of the experts in the house and you know, scattering the internet for
we basically have 2 weeks to gather what we think is the smartest tricks out there for anything that has to do with you know.
And also, if you guys have some amazing tips, it can be for assembling, it can be for color changing, or a way to hold the yarn, or whatever. Please comment.
Yes, please let us know now.
Yeah, you can let us know now as well.
Maybe we can learn already. For like prepping. So basically, right now we are both doing this headband, and hopefully you guys will also try it out. It's a moss stitch headband, and let me see how Lena has it so far.
Holding the yarn in front.
Front, precisely.
Like
through
this?
the back loop, slip it off.
Wait, is it this and then
Precisely.
just slip it off?
Yes. And now
knit.
Now yarn in the front. You keep the yarn in the front because
Purl.
it's a purl. So basically this first slip you consider it as a knit stitch.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And then you purl the next, knit the third, purl the fourth stitch.
I forgot.
Knit
I literally just did a stitch and I cannot remember what it is. It must be purl. Knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit.
I'm actually gonna show it on camera because yes, Cinta is saying that she must order now. Believe me, you need to try it out.
It is so super
And actually my friend Erica asked me the other day, she was like, oh, I just saw a new yarn on the website. What is it? And I'm like, it's a really nice yarn, you should check it out. And then she just drove to my place because she had to see it, because I told her I have a few skeins at home because I'm, you know, testing something with it. She just had to come and test it out. So it was pretty
I get that. It's also so amazing. So Pandora is saying that she would like to learn how to sew things together. Great idea. Assembling is, and I believe, at least in crochet, that is where we have some hidden gems in terms of hacks and tips and tricks. And
it's the same with knitting. It's like when you assemble or when you know sew pieces together, there's different techniques to apply depending on what kind of stitch you have, you know, because you would sew differently if it's like a moss stitch, or you would sew differently if it's stockinette,
that's
you
right,
know, to make it look seamless.
Exactly.
So I think that's one of the parts where I'm gonna focus on, how to assemble and
that's super great,
you know, show it off.
And I know that our colleague Sus Fredens is her name. She's one of our knitting designers, and she gave me a tip like a year ago or something like that. Or it's not really a tip, but it's like, it's just a sentence that makes a lot of sense. And she said that once you know how to assemble things in a cool way that looks perfect, you will never again be bored of assembling, right? And it's so true, I think.
I think that you know, it's the same happened to me and Sus, actually. Really? Yes, because I've always been the type that knits sweaters in the round. Yeah. Because I don't know how to sew them nicely. Yeah. So I don't want to go through that hassle, and I'm always like, it's okay, I'll just do the sweater in the round. Yeah. And you know. And she told me one time, well, you know, once you've discovered and once you find out how to do it properly, you will never go back in knitting in the round, you know, only rarely. Yeah. And it is so true. Like, it is such a, you know, it makes a difference. And she also told me another thing that I keep to my heart and I will never forget. And I'm super serious about this. She told me, because one time we were in this meeting and she was knitting, you know, and like listening, and she was knitting so fast. And I told her, oh my God, you're such a fast knitter. And she said, well, only because I'm, you know, in a hurry now to finish this design. But usually I knit very slow because I really like to sit down and like stop time and just enjoy it, you know. You don't have to knit fast. No, you can knit slow. And I mean, of course we knit fast because we want things to get done, right? But just fluff everywhere. The fluff in. But just do it slow and do it like, you know, enjoy it and look at every stitch and just you know, embrace it. And Mikkel, our great colleague and our moderator today, one of our moderators is
it's just reminding us and you guys to subscribe to our channel if you...
God, we forgot to mention that.
We forget it every time.
We forget it
Please,
every time.
guys, if you like the content that we make and us, then please subscribe to our channel because it really helps us to reach more people and spread the love of yarn even further. I think it's so amazing that we are so many people from all around the world, across of age and everything, you know, just coming together for the love of yarn. It's so nice. It makes it such a joy for us as well to go to work actually.
And to just know that you have like a little family out there, you know, in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like you're not alone. Yeah. So please remember to subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed to our channel, and hit the notification bell, because then you will be notified, you know, with all the content that's gonna come out and when the next lives are, and
so true. So I'm just gonna, we got a few comments. Excuse me. Olivia is saying this brings back memories of my first attempt at knitting. Great.
Oh boy.
Perfect. Well,
I think that, and you know what Olivia says, but boy oh boy, when I attempted knitting the first time, I did not go as you went.
Really?
I was just doing stockinette and I did a bad job. So the fact that you're doing this stitch is very courageous of you.
Oh my god, I feel very happy. Thank you. Can you also
tell a bit about the Moonwalk yarn? I actually don't even know if we have Moonwalk.
I don't
right
think we
here.
have it here.
We must have it in the design department, but we don't have it right now here.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Next time.
Yes, next time, because we also have a lot of nice socks knitted in Moonwalk that's gonna be coming out on the website soon.
So J-Hook, next time we would love to bring the Moonwalk right?
Yeah.
To show it.
In a lot of colors. Yeah. But J-Hook, have you tried the new Moonwalk yet, or is it just you want to, you know, spread the love about it?
Yeah.
Or you're just curious about it?
Yeah. Yeah, she actually wrote that she was thinking about that one and saw that it was on sale as well. So I guess that she's like considering to buy it.
Okay.
And then Claptrap is asking, what is the best yarn for not stretching in the rain, but still for warm weather? And what's the best yarn for baskets that the walls don't collapse even when it is big?
That's that's a good question actually.
Yeah.
So best yarn for not stretching in the rain, but still for warm weather. I would say maybe bamboo.
Yeah.
Because bamboo is not as stretchy as cotton is. So I would say bamboo is a pretty nice yarn for warm weather. And not having it like too stretchy. Yeah. And in terms of the baskets, I really like to use our bungee yarn and ribbon. Oh yes. Oh yeah, you do. Which is completely fine. Just make sure that you have a very tight gauge when you do them. Then it should be. Can you tell us why? Yeah, because if you have too loose of a gauge, there will be big holes in between the yarn, and especially the ribbon yarn will be softer in its texture, and it will kind of collapse, right? But if you hold it really tightly, the construction of the ribbon yarn actually gets really hard. And firm. It's supposed to be like firm, right? Yeah. And of course you can always use wool if you want to make a basket and then felt it. Yeah. So you knit a big basket and then you throw it in the washing machine. And we have one behind there, right? Actually. Oh, I was just looking around. Where is it? Yeah, we have one right there. So this is like a felted basket. Maybe I should bring it a little closer to you guys so you can see it. So, you know, and it's pretty sturdy. Yeah. The only thing about felting is that you have to make it really big before you felt it, right? Yeah, precisely. So but it is a great idea to do that. Why don't you go ahead and knit a little more, Line? Oh, yeah, like I'm not good at talking and working at the same time. Who is? I mean, come on. Purl. All right, so Olivia's saying that she loves that and it takes time to enjoy the process and let your mind go, and that's what Sus told me.
Yeah,
the whole thing about you know, knitting slow and enjoying what you're doing, and it's completely true, Olivia. You're just, you know, doing the process and focusing on it, and you know, it's just different. Remember, loose with your hands. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to just knit a little less tight.
Don't be scared, Lena.
And then Pills Gaming saying it is meditative.
Oh yeah.
To knit and crochet, and I mean, yes, it is. It's my therapy for real.
Yeah.
And Jacinta saying it's her happy place. It helps her de-stress. That is completely true. Ooh. Did you drop it?
Yeah.
Completely?
Yeah.
What did you drop?
The whole thing. I think it's okay. I have a question.
Yes. Tell me your question.
Because we are like slipping one.
Yes.
Knit-wise.
Yes.
But why are we having the yarn in front? Because that's what we do when we purl.
Well, because we want to create this chain, and the yarn that is in front, like, so basically what you do is you just remove this off the stitch, right?
Oh, I see now, the chain here.
Yes, that chain there in the back. So you just want to keep that the way it is.
Ah,
that's why you're slipping it off.
Oh man, that makes so much sense.
Because if you would slip that first slip with the yarn in the back, then it will create a little bump over.
Okay, makes sense. I see.
But yeah, I'm gonna keep on reading. J Hook says, yes, I was considering getting it because I'm crocheting a lot of socks lately. So she looks forward to seeing it next time. Yeah. I mean, it is on the list. I promise we will talk about Moonwalk next time, because like I said, we have so many sock patterns that are coming up in Moonwalk, and it is so pretty. Oh my god. Are you okay? You're just like, you're like, oh,
the Purl stitches really get me.
It's very hard. This is why I help myself with my thumb.
Yeah. Well, I also help myself with my elbow.
Oh, somebody's saying, well, it's not somebody. I keep saying somebody. Claptrap is saying that it would be nice if Hobby did sample cards of the yarn.
Yeah.
And I mean, that is definitely on our list.
Yeah.
We want to have samples so you can actually see the little swatches on the website. So that is obviously eventually, hopefully, coming up. And yeah, Amy's saying that she's waiting for parakeet color to come in Mega Ball again in stock, because she plans on making a baby blanket for her second grandson, who is due in May.
Aww.
Aww. Yeah. I absolutely love Mega Ball. Like it's actually really, really nice to be able to just buy one ball of yarn and like forget about it, you know. You don't have the issue of like having to tie things up, attach it to a new yarn, and it's super. It's a great yarn, and it's super cheap too for the amount of yarn that you have. Somebody is saying that BRB is asking if we're both doing crochet, or is it in the next tutorial? I mean, we could do eventually put it on the list and teach people how to like knit a very simple crochet tutorial, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But you know what, guys? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna have to
well, I'm sorry, I have a question. I think something's up here. There's a big hole here.
Where? Oh, did you drop a stitch?
No, I have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe I don't know what happened. I have a big hole.
Oh boy, she got a big hole in the knit project, but it looks really good though. I mean,
it's a big gap.
It's fine. It looks perfectly fine for me. It really looks good, Lena. I'm honestly super honest. I need to show you guys because I really think it looks super nice, considering that this is her first time knitting and it's her first time ever doing a moss stitch. It's not bad at all.
Try showing them the gap. Why do I have that gap?
She's talking about this gap.
Is it because has it something to do with when I cast it on?
No, honey. You just probably stretched out the yarn a little more in that area.
Oh.
But look at it. Like, it looks super, super good. It looks super good. I honestly, please encourage Lena. Please tell her it looks good because she won't believe me if I tell her. Right? I mean, think about it. It's the first time you ever knit, and it's the first time you're doing this quite complex, because I would say it's pretty complex, right? And look, her edge is really nice as well. See?
Wow.
I really think you're doing a good job.
Thank
so
you.
Please keep on doing it.
Thank you.
Keep on going.
So, yeah, maybe it's time that you...
I'm going to show a little bit more
yeah.
what I'm doing here. And I'm going to show you guys how you can recognize your stitches, or at least how I recognize my stitches. The first time I have actually noticed how I can read these stitches was doing moss. So the seed stitch, because it is very, very... it's more clear since you're repeating, you know, you're alternating between the two stitches all the time. Okay, so here I am. This is my little edge. This is what happens when you slip one knitwise with the yarn in front, of course. So I'm just gonna slip this one. But basically this first stitch, since it's slipped knitwise, you consider it as a knit stitch. So I'm gonna slip it knitwise. And now the next one I have to purl it. So I'm just gonna purl that right ahead. And like I said, you guys saw, I use this this thumb to pull down on the yarn when I go through the loop. So I do this bloop and I pull down, you see, so that it just keeps the yarn in space, so I can pull it through the loop there. All right, now for the nice part. I'm just gonna take my tapestry needle here so you guys can see what I'm doing. So we have the little loop here, the little two legs here. That's our loop. And then we have this. What?
I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's just.
Why are you laughing?
No, I'm so sorry. It was Jacinda's comment. It was so hilarious.
What did she say?
Sorry, guys. Jacinda was really sweet, saying, "Line, for a first time, it looks really good. So much better than my first time. I dropped so many stitches that my scarf looked like it was eaten by moths."
Oh boy.
Sorry.
Oh,
thank
honey.
you. That really made me feel good.
But I'm really telling you, you're doing a really good a really good job. So back to recognizing. So the difference between, you know, the knit stitch and the purl stitch when you're reading it, right? You see, I've just done a purl stitch, and you see this little bump that I get here, this little leg that is over this loop. I'm just gonna come even closer. So this is the loop. Oh, there we go. This is the loop, and then I have this bump over it. When you see that bump, it means you just did a purl stitch, because it looks like a little purl. It looks like a little tiny purl. And now see the difference between this, and I'm gonna knit the next one, and that bump is gonna go under. There we go. See how that bump is now in the back? So it's right here in the back, as opposed to the front. That means you just did a knit stitch. So I'm gonna just repeat the purl so you can see. There we go. One little purl stitch, and here it is. We have the bump here in the front.
Oh, yeah.
And then you do a knit stitch, and you will get that bump behind, and you will have actually, there we go, two little legs coming out. Wait, do I show it right? There we go. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm struggling with the focus again.
Yeah, well, I know how that feels. See? I will not be laughing at you.
You have two legs basically coming out right now. That's the knit stitch. You just did a knit stitch. And now we're gonna do a purl stitch, and we're gonna get that little purl or a bump, and the little legs are gonna be in the back. See the little purl? And we're gonna do a knit stitch, and we're gonna get the two legs There we go. The little 2 legs are right here, and that bump is in the back. I hope you guys can see, because I have no idea if I'm showing it right, if it's too... So the next one would be a purl stitch. There we go. And here it is. You can see the bump in the front. And a knit stitch with the bump in the back. Right there. And the 2 legs in the front. The little cowboy legs.
Cowboy legs.
Yes.
Honey,
there
you
it is.
deserve to sit down.
Let me know, guys, if that made sense. So when you have a knit stitch, let's see, how are you doing? You're doing super great.
Yeah.
You're slow, but like I said, take it slow and take it all in. You're not gonna be a pro like the first time you try, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
There was some good.
Did that make sense? You know, that every time you do a purl stitch, you see a little bump, like a little purl, an actual little purl. And then every time you do a knit stitch, you see the 2 legs, and that little bump basically goes behind it.
I have to be honest with you.
Yes.
I did not listen. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I did a whole row while you were talking.
Yes,
and I was really feeling it.
And I'm completely gonna show you right here again.
Okay.
So look at this bump here.
Oh, neat.
Look at this bump.
Wait, where? What?
So the what you have there is a knit stitch.
Yeah. So I don't.
How do you recognize that?
I don't know.
You recognize that because you have 2 legs coming out. You see the 2 legs?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
this and this.
Yes. Always look at that and think of yourself, that's a knit stitch. And now do a purl, because now the next one is a purl. Come on, you got this.
Purling?
Purling. They see me purling.
I'm knitting. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
I still have 2 legs there.
You still have 2 legs,
and
but now you have a dress on.
Ooh!
Actually, that's a good explanation, and maybe you guys
so
are gonna remember.
The knit is the basic, and the purl is
the one with the dress on.
Ooh.
So you guys see the little the 2 little legs that we have here. 1 leg, 2nd leg. So 1 leg and 2nd leg. When we look at it like this, it's kind of like yeah, it's just a little some naked legs.
Yeah, people are saying that it was very clear and very helpful.
And now when we're gonna do a purl stitch, those 2 legs have a dress on.
Oh,
which is that little bump over there.
Never gonna forget it that way.
And then we have
so
naked legs. Naked legs, and I'm just gonna pull a mini skirt over there. There we go. Little mini skirt. So that's the purl stitch. Perfect. Where you see a little purl.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
So let's see, we have some comments. Thanks, bamboo is lovely, and I have ordered lots of ribbon yarn. It feels so soft that I was worried it wouldn't hold up the basket walls. Aww. In my experience, it will hold up. Just make sure that excuse me.
Yes. Don't worry, I know.
You know, don't cough.
Yes, it's right. Like it's worse to cough now than to fart, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's okay if you're farting, but just don't cough.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I just had, I think actually it was the yarn fluff.
It's a lot of yarn fluff in here.
Anyways, yeah. Just make sure that you have a really tight gauge, then it would be fine.
Precisely.
And then Claptrap is saying, when are you doing a crochet tutorial? Could you do one for the yoke for the ocean sweater, please? There are so few patterns for men. Aww. I will put that on my list, definitely, and I will add it to the pattern page once it's done, so that it's also linked there.
Yeah. That's really nice.
But it's nice to know if there are specific parts of patterns that you find difficult, because then I can go in, or we can go in and do a tutorial on it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I will definitely add that to my list.
Oh, Sophie's saying that she loves how the moss stitch looks with the Molly yarn.
Yeah.
Tried it for the first time with the Gita sweater pattern, and it was eternal. But oh, it was so gorgeous. And it's true. It is true. Like, Gita takes so long because, you know, at least in my size, because I have to knit very big sizes for myself. I'm always knitting a double XL or sometimes even a triple XL if I want something to look a little bit chunky, right? So it's just like you're just there like for ages. And then when you look, you're like, you know, when I finished the front, it was basically like somebody knitted an S size, you know? Oh. Like somebody could have been easily done with that pattern, but I was just finished with the front and I was like, God damn it. So yeah. Aww. So yeah, it does take forever. And I mean, the moss stitch is my favorite stitch because it just looks so pretty and because it gives that feeling of, I don't know if you guys can notice, but it's basically very, very soft. So it's very, how can I explain this? It's like mushy, you know, it's mushy because of these stitches. And I mean, you can already see it here. It's just like it has a very mushy effect, a very squishy kind of effect. Yes, squishy is the word actually mushy, that I was looking for. Mushy or squishy. So yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna knit a little longer here so you guys can see what I'm doing. See what I'm doing. So I'm slipping that first stitch as a knit stitch like this, bloop, and then I'm just with my yarn in front. I am purling. I'm putting a dress on, a mini skirt on my knit legs there.
Yeah. Do you know what pattern you're wearing right now?
I'm wearing the Christie sweater pattern.
Christie? Do you know what yarn is made or what yarn is used for that?
Yes, this one is using Mohair Delight, but it's also using a thread of glitter.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
So Carolyn was just asking if for the yarn and pattern for the jumper you were wearing.
It is so beautiful. I have to show you guys again because it's just so pretty. I love it. And I love when the designer like gives us little gifts like these.
Yeah.
It makes me happy. It's a really, really beautiful pattern. It's basically very close to what Gita is. The Gita sweater, which is using baby wool and mohair, but this one is just Mohair Delight, so it's super soft and very, very fluffy. And it's also using a glitter thread through. I don't know if you guys can see it. Has a little sparkle going on. Can you see the sparkle?
Yes, absolutely.
Beautiful. Okay, I stop.
You stop. You come back to me.
I will come back to you.
Okay, so love the skirt description. People are saying that it was very clear, your description of it, so that's so nice. Oh. I actually really like that with the skirt as well. That was like super easy to visualize. Yeah. Good.
And I mean, the thing is that it will be a game changer because if you can recognize the stitch that you've done previously, you know which stitch you're doing next. So just try to look at it that way, you know. Try to look at it being like, instead of counting, look at the stitch you've done before. So this would be a knit stitch because I have the naked legs. So the next one would be obviously a purl because I need to put a skirt on it, right? You're still counting?
I'm counting.
It's okay, honey, because you know what? I feel like it is so difficult with recognizing the stitches, but it will come.
Yeah. Well, this is a very successful, I must say. If I may.
If you may.
If I may say. Oh my god, guys.
What else are they saying? So Claptrap says that she ordered the yarn for the ocean sweater last summer, but she's not sure she understands how to do the top half with attaching the sleeve. And her man is disappointed.
Oh,
well, girl, At least you have a man who wants to wear something that you're making for him.
Right.
Because every time I ask Sebastian, I'm like, honey, don't you want like a nice, like, you know, I can knit this for you, or I can make that for you. And he's like, honey, don't do it. I'm probably never gonna wear it.
Oh boy, my boyfriend is completely different, like the opposite. He will wear whatever I give him.
Really?
Like, and sometimes I give him things or make him things for just for fun because they're hilarious, right?
So sweet.
He will wear it. He will wear it every day
sweet.
for the rest of his life.
Oh,
It's super sweet, but it's also quite fun, right?
that's so sweet. I wish Sebastian did that. Like, he just told me, he said to me, I just want one thing from you. I want you to crochet me a little bee, or
oh yeah, that's
like
right.
a small little
Yeah.
something so he can hang in his car, you know, from the rear view mirror. He just wants to have something hanging that's crocheted, like a small little
Yeah, that's right. I remember you told me.
So,
It's so cool.
I'm like, okay, I will do it, but then, you know, a year has passed and I kind of like never did it. So I think I should start doing like a little amigurumi for him.
Yeah. Speaking of amigurumi, guys, did you see that we we posted a new pattern for
Oh my God.
Pong the penguin?
Pong the
Because
penguin. I have to show it from close because that little guy is cute. That little guy is so cute.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, ready? Look at this. Oh, that's bright.
Yeah. But here's like 1 out of 25 patterns coming up from our designer, a freelance designer called Piff Puff.
Yeah.
And she makes those adorable, the most adorable amigurumi figures. And this little guy is the first one. And I love how you can take off the hat.
Aww.
And we actually had a little girl in a few weeks ago to photograph the pattern, and she just loved.
She loved it.
Take off the hat, right?
She kept taking off the hat, and I was just there trying to photograph, and I was like, okay, we gotta put the hat back on, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at these little feet. Look at this little feet.
So
it's so
sweet.
cute with his little fishing bag.
Yeah. And he is called Pong the Penguin. So if you guys want to crochet him, he is up at our website. You can just search for Pong the Penguin.
And I mean, look at the details of this little
it's so adorable.
bag. It's so cute.
Yeah.
The little fishy is so sweet. It's just too fishy. I mean, this I just love it. I'm just looking at it and I'm like, I love it. Yeah. But yeah, check it out.
He's a really he's a little bandit because he keeps falling down in my head here.
I'm gonna set him aside there.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
So maybe because we've almost been here for 2 hours now, guys.
Oh,
so
boy.
maybe you should I mean, we won't be able to finish this today. But maybe you can explain what to do, and then we can show the rest the next time.
I mean, now what you all have to do is keep on doing this until it measures about, I would say 52 centimeters. But you can also measure your head.
Yeah.
And see how much you have to knit it.
Yeah.
And also take in consideration that it could be kind of stretchy.
Yeah.
So if it's stretchy, like, you know, do a little less.
Yeah. So just fit it around the head,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And maybe what we could do next time is I'll show you how to do the assembly on it. Because like really quick for 5 minutes, because I'm not very sure that I can't twist it as fast to show you what you have to do. But you will have to twist the pattern and then sew in the sides. So I can't show it right now. I didn't knit enough. I'm very slow.
No, because it's hard when you're also, you know, talking.
Yeah, but I'm also thinking that I really enjoyed being here. And I really enjoyed, you know, just taking time to breathe a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but yeah, there we go. This is what I have so far. Lena, however, did a really good job, I think. Because it's really true. You really did a good job for your first time ever knitting. And I'm very proud of you.
Oh.
I really am.
I think if you tune in again 4 hours from now, I will still be sitting here.
But people are saying, Laura is saying that the penguin is adorable.
Yeah.
Oh, that penguin is so pretty, says Oh My Granny Square.
Aww.
And then Pils is saying, my nephew gave me a knitting boot for Christmas and he put a bookmark where the pattern was for the sweater he wanted. That's so cute. Imagine being like, here you go, gift. And also, by the way, I want this pattern.
Yeah. So cute.
Aw. And then Jamie's saying that she tried to knit as a little child or as a little kid, but it was hard for her and then, or him. And then, you know, she learned crocheting when COVID started. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I think a lot of people caught on to like a lot of handmade things.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I totally get that. I think that I have a.
You're doing good. It's just stretched out a little bit. Don't give up.
It's a gauge thing, right?
Yeah, it is. But I mean, you can't expect to have the perfect gauge from the beginning, right?
I want to tell you that I think you've been an excellent teacher today.
Thank you.
I have really enjoyed this, and you guys have been the sweetest ever. You've really encouraged me to keep up this thing, and I think that you and I are gonna make a deal right now.
Okay.
That next time, you know, Sunday in 2 weeks, when we get back here on camera, that I have finished. You know, continue to do this until it fits around my head. Yeah. And then we can do the casting off and the assembling and the twisting and everything together, right?
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because I think then you know, you have 2 weeks to finish it off, and then we all can still continue working on this project together. And you know, I'm actually sad that we didn't get to like do more.
Oh, it's so hard.
Because I was thinking to myself, okay, like, oh, it's gonna be great. We're gonna cast on, then we're gonna learn these stitches, then we're gonna learn the trick, and but yeah, I mean, it's what it is. I could stay here for hours.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Granny says that she loves the look of mohair, but it's really itchy, so she has to find a replacement for it. Maybe you know, like a lot of times because of the lanolin, you know, inside the mohair, it can make my skein fell on the floor. I mean, yeah, which skeins have not fallen on the floor? I feel like a lot of times in my house I mop with the skeins, because I'm just kind of like pulling them all over. And I have two cats at home, so they're just waiting there, like, okay, it's gonna fall, it's gonna fall any moment.
Paradise for the cats too.
It is
just run around trying to catch.
It is paradise for my cats and hell for my yarn.
Oh yeah. And Jamie is saying that he is actually a guy. Sorry, Jamie, if
I noticed. I was like she, and then I was like, maybe it's a he. Yeah, because it's a
cool to have a guy here as well.
I love that.
So nice.
Yeah.
J-Hook is suggesting that I could crochet a version of the headband next time. And next time we're gonna talk about tips and tricks and hacks for crocheting and knitting. But I am totally up for it. I actually plan to do a headband, a crochet headband, as just a normal video tutorial next week. So if you just watch the channel, it will be up soon, a headband tutorial that is crocheted.
That's really nice. Yeah. And I think we also have a lot of them on our website.
Oh yeah, we have so many, because it's such easy
and fast, and
yeah, definitely. And what else? Olivia? Oh, keep at it. Your homework is to knit practice swatches. That's a good idea.
Actually, yes, knitting a swatch, and basically that's what you're doing right now. Yeah, you're doing a small little swatch.
Well, this is my mom's Christmas present, right?
Yeah, you have time for it. Maybe by the time you can give it as a present, you can like super perfect it. But honestly, it looks so good. It really looks good. And who else is asking? Oh yeah, Camilla is asking, how do I finish the headband? Yeah. Well, you finish the headband. If you want to finish the headband, please go to our channel, find how to cast off. Because you will find it. It's in our knitting technique playlist. Find how to cast off, and then I think we also have a tutorial on how to assemble a headband like this. Yeah. So you can find all the help if you want to finish it today, or if you want to, wait for us. for 2 weeks from now.
It would be nice if we did it together as well. But if you want to continue, and if you already know how to knit those things, you just continue, with this thingy until it's long enough to fit around your head.
Yeah.
And then you twist.
It's difficult to explain, right?
Yeah.
You have to twist it, but you have the tutorial. We don't have, but you can definitely see it in the tutorial that is on our knitting technique playlist. So yeah, if you want to finish it off, you can. But it would be very nice if we could all finish it together, right? Oh, Laura saying baby steps are still forward progress, and that is totally
so
true.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And I'm almost.
Yeah, okay, it's like hard to like see.
Gaming is saying that I always take from the middle to avoid it on the floor. That's exactly what I'm doing as well.
That's exactly what we're doing, but I think that, me going forward and frontward, and I'm just, but it is from the middle. It's just the easiest. If I do take it from, the edge, I want to make, I always like making a ball out of it. So, but yes, good point.
Okay, so, OM Granny Squares is saying that she left the blanket on my lap, and it is so pretty. The colors, it is super pretty,
and it's coming up.
It is coming up, so it's a little sneak peek. I can tell you that it is very comfortable, no itching at all, very soft.
Super soft.
It's big, and it brightens my day. Very colorful.
It is really nice. Yeah, and I mean, we sometimes, we all keep a lot of blankets in the office for when we just want to be cozy at the computers, we're just kind of like snuggling up. So it's Lena's new favorite blanket to have over her lap.
It's true. It's so
nice.
True.
It's nice she noticed.
Yeah. And then BB is asking, where do you live? And I don't really know if it was
It's not for us. It's for BB.
All right.
Because oh my God, Granny Scare says she lives in Cape Town, South Africa. That's a far away.
It really is.
It's crazy that people are watching us from so many different locations worldwide.
And J-Hook Crochet is saying, give us a hashtag so we can post it on Instagram for you to see once we're done.
Aww.
Actually, we already have like a hobby shout out hashtag that you could use. We definitely will see that. Or we can
make our own hashtag.
Should we make our own?
Should we make our own hashtag?
What should it be?
What should it?
You are the king of coming up with cool names, right?
I really hope that people can help us. Help us find a hashtag for this.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be kind of cute. And then we can all post pictures of it once we're done. That would be kind of cute.
Great idea, J-Hook. And Is it OMG Granny Squares? Or
no, it's OM Granny Squares.
That's a cool name. That's a really cool name. And she's saying that it has been 10 years since I last knitted, and I've taken it up now again. I've been watching knitting podcasts, and I see many things have changed. I would love to try, but it feels like starting over. I totally get that. Well,
I love fresh beginnings. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love starting up a new thing and just like kind of feeling like you're taking it from scratch. It's kind of like moving into a new apartment where everything's clean and everything's in order, and that's the same. So don't get demotivated. Just keep going, because that's the great thing that you just mentioned here. There's so many podcasts and so many help that you can get out there right now than you did 20 years ago or 10 years ago even. So
yeah, definitely. And also keep an eye up for our channel, because we will be posting a knitting school later.
Jamie is saying that he crocheted a bee, a jellyfish, cow Among Us character, cow Among Us character, Animal Crossing bell bag, and he's almost finished with the bag. Oh my God, by the way, Jamie, you have to help me out, because my boyfriend said he wants to make a Minecraft. That he wants a Minecraft bee. Because I didn't mention that earlier.
What that is?
It's a game, okay? We love gaming. But basically that bee that he wants me to crochet for him, that amigurumi bee that he wants to hang out. He wants it to be the Minecraft bee. And I tried looking for tutorials out there, you know, and I could only find like very big ones, but he wants a very small one. So if you do find a pattern that's small, or maybe if you're gonna make one, please share it with us, because I would love to crochet like a small tiny little bee like that.
Great idea.
Oh, somebody's saying Hobby Live. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hobby Happy Hour project. Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And Amy is commenting something that almost made me not be able to listen to what you just said, because it was so funny.
Okay, what was it?
I keep thinking you have a Winnie the Pooh stuffed animal over your shoulder. It's right here, look. It's right there.
Oh my god, it's true. You know, maybe we should like switch things around.
It's so true.
Oh my god, Lena, you and your laughter. You and your laughter. And then, oh my god, Granny Square says, like, she says, true.
It's so true. It's Winnie the Pooh.
I don't see it completely.
It's completely Winnie the Pooh colors. It's just the whole...
I see it now. I see it. So it's basically the little head and then like the t-shirt and the... Oh, that's so sweet. Are you crying?
Yes. I love that so much. That was hilarious. Oh boy. Oh. Yeah. Aww. Okay. So.
But holy bananas, we've been here for almost 2 hours. Yeah. Oh, Jamie says he will try to find it for me. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, because yeah. It's like he never wants anything knitted or crocheted. So when he does want something, and it's been a year now, I just have to deliver somehow.
I think that we're just gonna make a quick decision right now, saying that if you want to post something that we can see, then use the hashtag #HobbyLive.
Yeah.
I think that would be the easiest. Yeah. Just for now at least.
Yeah, just for now.
Yeah.
So do it. And by the way, J Who Crochet is going. So hopefully we'll see you in 2 weeks. Please join us in 2 weeks. And yeah, it's been so nice having you around with us. Thank you for sticking around for almost 2 hours. I mean,
oh my god, that laugh I just had.
Yeah, you had a session out there.
Yeah. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in once again. We had a blast. Once again. And as I said before, 2 weeks from now, Sunday, here at 10 a.m. Eastern time, G and I will be back, and we will be talking about crochet and knitting hacks.
Crochet and knitting
and we will continue to finish our headband.
But if you do finish it, meanwhile, just do that. Just use a hashtag #HobbyLive. So HOBBII live.
Whatever you want to show us, or you know, if you find something interesting as well, just use the hashtag, please.
And I mean, you know, I'm excited to see how your headband is how your headband is gonna turn out, right? And I mean, I'm halfway done with mine almost. So
wow,
I know,
my God, it's so quick. Well,
I'm not quick at all.
Ow! What are you doing? I poked myself, but I have for 1 year.
Come on, you guys. Good enough. I'm just gonna quickly show how mine is looking so far. And I mean, look at this beautiful yarn. I just love Molly. Check it out. Check out the Zafira if you guys want to see some of our new beautiful halo-ish yarn. Wow. And yeah.
All right, guys.
I really hope that we're gonna see you again in 2 weeks from now. And oh, my hair is like acting out. And it was a pleasure spending 2 hours this time. I mean, it's been the longest one we've done so far, right?
Yeah, but it just the time just flew by.
All right, guys, what can I say? I just love being here, to be honest. I kind of like don't want to end the stream.
I want to be honest, I have to pee really bad.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna end the stream now. Remember, guys, hashtag #HobbyLive for now. Still help us find a name, and we will see you in 2 weeks, where we're gonna finish our lovely headband and talk about tricks and tips.